Okay, so let's get into it. I'm about to saturate my hair with the water, get it all wet, right? You can see it's saturated front and back. And I like to do this in the shower because it gives me a better way to rinse my hair. My hair is really long, so rinsing is super easy in the shower. I'm going in and I'm lathering my hair up. You want to get in there good, like scrub your scalp. And my shampoo is Taliah Waajid Clarifying Shampoo. That's why it's green. I just put it in a black bottle because it makes it easier to pour, and I usually buy it by the gallon. Like I said, I'm scrubbing my scalp. Don't scrub too hard. You don't want to be ripping hairs or scratching up your scalp. You can see there's not too many bubbles right now. It's just doing its thing, getting all that dirt out. And this is the reason I suggest washing weekly or bi-weekly at the least. At the least. So now I'm rinsing that first wash out. And again, like I said, I like to do it in the shower just because I have so much hair. It just makes things a lot easier flipping my hair around in the sink or trying to get somebody to do it at the salon. It also makes things a lot easier when I'm conditioning my hair, and I don't condition every week because my oils, the Loc'd Up With Nikki brand that I created, are conditioning oils. So I don't always use traditional conditioner in my hair. You can see this second wash I'm going in, the bubbles are a lot more lathery, if that's a word, that you can see. So that first wash I usually use to get whatever dirt is on the surface and whatever dirt that soap is clinging to right out. And I go in with a second wash just to make sure everything's out. And usually after this second wash, my hair is like squeaky clean. And I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and condition it with my oils. This brings me to a sidebar because I get a lot of questions about should you use conditioner on your locks. The reason many locticians or people that have locks tell you not to use conditioner is because you're not able to fully rinse that out. And while conditioner is a great thing when you're using it the way it should be, which is most likely rinsed out, if you leave that in your hair, it winds up being the opposite of what you needed to. You're getting buildup. You might be getting some residue from the product that does not benefit your hair by staying on it for a long time. Leave-in conditioners are not included in that, by the way. I do use It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. Right now I'm going in with that Stimulating Growth Oil by Loc'd Up With Nikki. I'll leave all the links for all the products below. And I'm just making sure I cover all of my hair. I touch every single strand just to make sure that that good oil gets on there while the hair shaft is open and gets through and through to my hair. I will say for my clients, I don't always just use the Taliah Waajid Clarifying Shampoo. Sometimes I go in with that Design Essentials Avocado Shampoo just to add back the moisture, especially on the clients that have really dry hair and that are really coming to me less than what I recommend. So I'm just continuing working that oil all the way through, making sure I get my edges, my undercut, everything gets oiled, everything gets the goodness on it. So now I'm going in with that Loc'd Up With Nikki Edge Oil. It's a dope mix of Botana, sweet almond, jojoba, and then it's got essential oils in it, and they're all super beneficial. And I can say that I've honestly seen some growth, and I'm going to point that out to you in this video because I did have a lighter spot in the front just from the weight of my locks and the years of tension type hairstyles. The front of my hair is just lighter in general, but there is a spot that was a lot lighter than the rest, and you'll see that that oil is really working there. So with all of my oils, you'll see me going in and massaging it for a little while afterwards. That's just to keep the blood flow going. That's to stimulate the growth and show my edges and the rest of my hair a little bit of love. You see I'm going back over my hair with whatever's left on my hands from that edge oil. It will not hurt. So I decided on 2-strand twist, and you're going to see me start my 2-strand twist. I use that Loc'd Up With Nikki Loc'd A-Way Pudding. I call it a pudding, but it's more like a jelly kind of thingy. It's all natural, again, as all my products are, and never leaves buildup in your hair. So I'm just separating loose hairs that decided they wanted to go somewhere else during that wash. And that Loc'd A-Way Pudding is a great mix. It has things like shea, lavender, aloe vera. And so I like to work that in as well. It's just more oil for the hair, especially with the protective style like 2-strand twist. It really doesn't hurt. And the benefit is it does give me that sleek styled look that I like. You're going to see as I start to twist. Right there is where you can see my edge oil doing its thing. And I'm not really sure why that part got a little bit lighter. Like I said, my edges have always been a little bit lighter, and I think maybe the weight of my locks eventually just started to wear on it. But it's coming back. Check it out, that edge oil, y'all. But enough about me. Let's get into these 2 strands. I already put my Loc'd A-Way Pudding on there, and now I'm just going to start twisting. I like to hold that index finger there because it just grabs those little shorter hairs and make sure that everything's in. And sometimes you get a little hair that might migrate over. Just go ahead and take that out and put it where it belongs. You don't need to cut it. You don't need to rip it. And so I'm going to grab the one that I'm going to twist with it and do the same thing. Just get it wrapped in there. Keep that index finger so that my edges are laying sleek. And I start twisting. I'm slowing this down just in case anybody is not sure how to do 2-strand twists on their hair or someone else's. As you can see, I'm just twisting and crossing. I'm twisting right there and I'm crossing them over. And I'm twisting them right there and I'm crossing them over. And that's how you get you a nice little 2-strand twist. I think I have a video up of how to do it on someone else, but this is just how I do it on myself. And don't get it twisted, tension is the enemy of locks. This might look tight, but it's definitely not. And so I'm just going to finish this 2-strand up, this single 2-strand twist up, and then I'm going to show y'all the finished product. There it is. And this is the style. I didn't bother recording the entire time I was 2-stranding. It gets pretty redundant. But this is the style I went with. So I had 2 strands. I threw them up in a nice little bun. Ran out to the salon. You can see my undercut. Need to get my lines freshened up. Now here's my 3 golden lock tips and a bonus tip. Let's be real. You wash your skin. You wash your clothes. Why wouldn't you wash your locks regularly? Low maintenance does not mean neglect. Tip number 2. Everyone with locks is not an expert. Wearing them is one thing, caring for them is another. Experience and education together, that's the real power move. Stop following everything you see on social media. And baby, I've been in this game 26 years. I've seen trends come and go, but healthy locks, that takes skill, care, and consistency. Experience plus education equals results. And that leads me to my next tip, trends. Trends are the enemy. They come fast, cause damage, and disappear even faster. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's healthy. Protect your crown, don't chase clout with it. Now the bonus tip. If you have locks, you need to know this. Comparison is the devil. I've been in this game a very long time, and I've never seen 2 sets of traditional locks that look exactly alike. And that's the whole point. Your locks are yours. Don't let social media filters make you forget that. Y'all already know. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow for more. Locked Up with Nikki, y'all.